Welcome to the tutorial on SED command basics. SED, which stands for Stream Editor, is a powerful command line tool used for text transformation. In this video, we will cover the fundamental concepts of the SED command, focusing on basic substitutions. Get ready to master stream editing with these essential techniques. Let's define what SED really is. SED is a stream editor. It is a powerful text processing utility that performs text transformations on an input stream. Unlike interactive text editors, SED processes text in a non-interactive manner, making it ideal for automated text manipulations. Some of its key features are: it is a non-interactive text editor, meaning it doesn't require user input during processing. It processes text line by line, which makes it efficient for handling large files. It is ideal for automated text transformations, which is great for scripting. Finally, it is a standard part of the Unix or Linux toolset. Now let's explore the basic syntax of the SED command. The general format of the SED command is as follows: SED, followed by options, then the command within single quotes, and finally the file to be processed. Alternatively, you can use the E option to specify multiple commands in a single SED invocation. For example, SED followed by options, E then command 1 in single quotes, E command 2 in single quotes, and the file. Lastly, you can also use the F option to read commands from a script file instead of directly from the command line. The syntax for this is SED options F then the script file and the target file. It's important to note that options modify how SED behaves, like I for in-place editing. Command refers to the action to perform, such as substitute, represented as s/pattern/replacement/. The E option allows the use of multiple commands at once. Finally, the F option is for when you want to execute a series of commands stored in a separate script file. Let's dive into the substitution command in SED. The substitution command follows this syntax: SED, then s/pattern/replacement/flags, and finally the file. Here's a breakdown of the syntax. The s/ indicates that this is a substitution command. The pattern is the regular expression that you want to match in the text. The replacement is the text that will replace the matched pattern. The flags are optional modifiers that can change the behavior of the substitution. As an example, to replace the first occurrence of apple with orange in the file fruits.txt, you would use the command sed/apple/orange/fruits.txt. Now let's explore some common flags for the substitution command in SED. The G flag stands for global replacement. It replaces all occurrences in each line, not just the first one. For example, sed/apple/orange/gfruits.txt. The I flag enables case-insensitive matching, ignoring case when matching the pattern. For example, sed/apple/orange/ifruits.txt. The P flag, short for print, prints lines where a substitution occurred. It is usually used with the N option to suppress default printing. For example, sed/apple/orange/befruits.txt. Lastly, N can be used to replace the nth occurrence, replacing only the specified occurrence in each line. For example, sed/apple/orange/twofruits.txt replaces the second occurrence of apple with orange. Let's look at some basic examples of using the SED command. To replace the first occurrence of the word Linux with GNU/Linux in each line of a file, you can use the following command: sed/linux/gnu/linux/file.txt. So, if the input is Linux is an open-source Linux kernel, the output will be GNU/Linux is an open-source Linux kernel. To replace all occurrences of the word Linux with GNU/Linux in each line, you can use the command sed/linux/gnu/linux/defile.txt. If the input is Linux is an open-source Linux kernel, the output will be GNU/Linux is an open-source GNU/Linux kernel. Let's explore some more examples to deepen your understanding of the SED command. To perform a case-insensitive replacement, where you replace Linux with GNU/Linux regardless of the case, use the command /linux/gnu/linux/a-file.txt. So, if the input is Linux and Linux are both kernels, the output will be GNU/Linux and GNU/Linux are both kernels. Another useful example is to print only the lines where a substitution has occurred. Use the command /ins/linux/gnu/linux/pfile.txt. With this command, only lines containing Linux that were replaced will be printed to the output. Now let's explore in-place editing with SED. By default, SED sends its output to the standard output, which is typically the terminal. However, you can modify files directly using the I option. To edit a file directly and replace all occurrences of Linux with GNU/Linux, use the command /linux/gnu/linux/gfile.txt. If you want to create a backup before editing, you can specify a backup extension with the I option. For example, to create a backup with the extension .boc, use the command sedi.boc/linux/gnu/linux/gfile.txt. This will create a backup file named file.txt.boc before making the changes. It's important to exercise caution when using in-place editing, as it modifies your original files. Always back up important files before using the I option. Let's summarize the key points about SED substitution. The basic syntax for SED substitution is seds/pattern/replacement/flags file. Pattern matching in SED uses regular expressions, making it a powerful tool for finding and manipulating text. Common flags include G for global replacement, I for case-insensitive matching, and P for printing lines where substitutions occur. Lastly, in-place editing is achieved using the I option, allowing you to modify files directly. For your next steps, consider learning more advanced features of SED, such as address ranges, multiple commands, and advanced regular expressions. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.